Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next zero episode of Tales of the Mezzorin. Our adventure today starts off as we learn the story of a particular individual by the name of Terra. Terra is a monk who comes from a line of demonically tainted individuals, a bloodline. These creatures are sometimes called, or most of the time called, Oni, and they come from a land known as Takarano, a small island between the western and middle continent. Currently, Terra finds herself traveling down the roads of Inithate, heading towards a town named Gwendolyn, where a fairly popular festival is about to begin, the Monster Harvest. And it's a place where all individuals can come to try and make a bit of a buck or make a bit of a name for themselves. A place where adventurers and sellswords can intermingle and network and find places with one another. Moreover, it's also a place where the stories of groups usually begin. But today our story starts with an individual rather. So, as we start this, a young Elvari woman is pouring water over a campfire and getting it all moved away from the side of the road and making sure that there's no lit embers. While Terra does...
Wait, so is this from our like camp or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm just probably packing up like anything left over and like making sure that Alice didn't like leave any of her like valuables out and like just tightening everything up and just kind of, getting ready for the morning.
You'll notice that Alice's coin purse is she's already picked up her traveler's pack, and it's like resting by the fire thing, and her coin purse is sitting right next to it,
Of course.
slightly open, along with a small satchel of healing potions and various alchemical salves.
Yeah, I just pick. I don't call her out or anything, but I just kind of pick up the coin pouch and like make sure it's closed and kind of like tuck it in her bag and say, hey, Alice, don't forget to take this bag before we go.
And she'll look up and she'll nod meekly, her eyes only traveling up to you for a moment before looking back down at the ground, and then she nods again. Something you've learned about her in her several weeks of traveling with you is that she doesn't really talk all that much. She listens. She does listen very, very well.
That's okay. I mean, I feel like I'm chatty enough for the both of us.
So as she moves the burnt logs, or now sort of charred logs, and they're now wet and no longer smoldering, she'll pick up the bags and slide them over her shoulders, and then she'll look at you for a moment and then just keep her head lowered as she waits for you to take the lead, as she always does.
Great. All right, well, let's make our mark on this day.
As you say, Terra. Yes. And as she walks behind you, what does Terra do?
I don't know. So we're just going right now. We're still heading to the like town with the festival, right? So
yeah, right now you're heading down the commerce. It's known as the Commerce Road.
The Commerce Road. I mean, probably I'm just making sure that no one's like no one's like following us or like watching us or anything like that. And I don't know. I mean, I'd probably try and ask around to see if there was like a library in the city or like a bookshop or something. But those are probably the only things that she would do like on the way, like as we're passing.
Okay. Well, a couple of things that you know for sure is that that this area that you're coming up on has quite a few towns on the way. The actual town of Gwendolyn is well, it's a pretty well established town. It's an agricultural town, but it does have a few temples that house some pretty impressive libraries.
Ooh.
Um, but the town itself is probably about a week's worth of travel away. Both of you don't have steeds to ride, so of course it's a bit of a bit of a lonely road, or not really a lonely road, but it's going to be a long trek because you're doing it on foot. So yeah, it's about another week away.
We can't like rent some horses.
Do you have 10 gold?
I don't know. I don't know if I got starting money.
You were supposed to. Roll me. What is it? 1d6, and I'll tell you what your starting gold is.
Okay.
You get your scene started here. 3d6 actually.
What is it? 3d6?
Mm-hmm. You have 58 silver pieces. You have just a little over half of what you would need to rent a horse.
All right. Well, I don't need that, you know?
But the town that you're going to be coming up on is called Norwich.
All right.
So, as you're traveling along, Alice pulls out a map and starts looking it over.
Are
And
we are we heading the right way, Alice?
I think so.
Do you
It's
mind?
north along the Commerce Road, so I would think we are going in the right direction.
Great. You're an excellent navigator.
If you say so.
And as I'm saying that, I'm just gonna lean over and take a look at the map and make sure we are going the right way.
Yeah, she's definitely got it marked on the map. The several towns that you guys have to pass through before you actually get to Gwendolyn.
Mm-hmm.
Norwich being the closest one. You can see that she has like a little, it looks to be like a little bit of moss that's shaped like a star that seems to be growing on the surface of the map.
Ooh,
That seems to be around an area that looks like where you camped last night.
that's pretty cool.
And she'll kind of look over her shoulder at you. What will you do when we get to Gwendolyn?
Well, there's the there's the festival going on. I don't know. I thought we'd try and maybe make some friends or make some money. Hopefully both. Um, I don't know. It's a big city, yeah.
I've never been. I couldn't tell you, but I hear that they have a pretty excellent magi college.
Well, yeah, you could go check that out. And I'm thinking if there's a mage college, maybe they have an extensive library. You know, I do like to research and collect books, so it would be a nice stop. But again, that might cost something, so we might have to inquire about making some money before we stop by. But
The Monster Harvest Festival is a great place for fighters, skilled ones. You could probably make a good bit of coin that way.
that does sound pretty fun, I have to admit.
I wouldn't be much help.
Well, you could cheer me on, maybe make a sign or something.
As you say, Terra.
Can I just like when I met her, was she just like scuffed up from the road, or like did she have something like traumatic happen to her? Like I want to know more.
Go ahead and roll me a perception, and if you have the empathy focus, you can use that.
I do not. Wait, what am I? What am I rolling right
You're gonna
now?
roll your 3d6, and then you are going to add your perception modifier.
Oh, okay, perception. Thank God. I was like, I have a terrible communication stat, so I hope that's not gonna come up. Okay, perception. So 3d6 plus my perception, so +2.
Well, she's very meek and very reserved.
Cool. How does this work on successes? Is it just like a number, like you set the DC and then like
Yeah,
I should okay.
You have a target number, and 7 is far below.
Yeah, I figured. Well, she's not great with people. She just kind of says things and hopes they come across well. So Alice, did you get enough to eat? I think I still have some, I don't know, some jerky in here, or some. I think there's some like leaves in here. Are you hungry?
She'll shake her head. No.
All right. Well, then let's go on our way. And I guess we're just gonna probably have to spend most of the time like traveling and like walking, and like anytime we like stop to rest, like Terra would probably pull like out something to do. Like she's very like she has to be doing things at all times, or she gets like antsy, so she'll like be juggling or like do like some tricks with her, like I don't know, maybe do some like acrobatics, like street performer kind of stuff.
Well, street performer. Yeah.
Like do some cool flips, like but yeah, I mean she's probably just traveling because we're gonna get there.
All right, roll me your perception again.
Okay.
Do you have any focus or special focuses in?
No, I just have a +2.
Okay.
Does my calligraphy focus help me with this, Vinny?
No.
Damn. Okay. So 3d6 +2. Okay. That's a little better.
All right, let's see what we're working with here. 13 is going to be enough. You
We don't get
hear
robbed.
you hear it before you see it,
Mhm.
as you hear some footsteps on either side of the road, and as you kind of come over a little crest in the road, and like the road is lined by trees, you see a man standing at the head of this pathway at this road, and a few people come out from the woods on either side of you guys, and you guys see bandits.
Can I help you?
Well, maybe. See, passed through our stretch of forest here, and we ask that everyone who does pay a tithe out of respect for the territory that we've been sort of carving out for ourselves, trying to start our own little village.
Yeah, I don't think you really want a village full of people like you. You kind of, I feel like there might be some disagreements, some fights, and like, and I don't know. I don't think I should contribute to that kind of toxic environment personally. Um, so I think we're gonna pass on that one. If you have any trouble with that, then it really seems like a personal problem. I'm just gonna try and like skirt around him and like kind of grab Alice by the side and kind of skirt around him. And if he stops me, I'm gonna like probably deck him.
Well, there's four of them, and there's two of you. The bowman, he's going to raise up his bow, and he's going to knock back an arrow, and he's going to point it specifically at you. And the man with the shield is just going to sort of put his blade between you and the destination you want to go, as the two men with spears are sort of flanking on either side of you. I don't think that you understand exactly the situation that you're in.
Wait, let me look at my stats or my abilities really fast. Can I, the one that's like closest, like, is there a guy close to me? Like, could I grab him and use him as like a shield from the arrow and then like go for it? Or like, what's like, how are we like laid out?
Okay, so basically in front of you, there's just the guy with the shield, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then to your left and your right, there is sort of there's the two guys with the pikes, and then at your like 11 o'clock, standing a little bit, maybe about 20 yards away, is the bowman.
Okay. I'm just saying I could like kick the kneecap out of the guy with the shield, take the shield, go for the guy with the bow. I'm just thinking this out strategically. I think that. Oh, but I wouldn't want Alice to get hurt. Uh, does Alice have any powers that I know about? Can she help in any way?
You know that she's a magi, and you know that she can do things with plants.
um. Yeah. Because I don't know. Like, I mean, I still feel like Terra would probably try and fight them.
It's up to you.
Um.
But they're just gonna say their piece before you do.
All right. What? Oh yeah, they can talk some more. I'm just standing here. I kind of have my hand on my what is it?
Kanabo.
Kanabo. I always say that wrong. Kanabo.
Kanobo. That's like a what you call it? That's like a monkey.
Oh yeah. Kanabo.
Kanabo, bonobo, all that stuff. What you get with him? He's just gonna be like, so this is how it's gonna work. You're just going to go ahead and donate those coin purses of yours, and that'll be it. Not looking to rob you blind. Just need the money. Leave that behind, and you can go on your way. It's a few silver pieces, right? Not worth dying. Not worth getting injured.
You know, you make a fair point. You seem to be reasonable fellows, and why don't we just, why don't you just stop someone else? No, she wouldn't do that. She doesn't want them. I feel like she would fight them. She would not want them to be taking advantage of anyone else later on. Nah, she's gonna. Yeah, she's definitely gonna try and grab the shield from the guy and use it to block the arrow and then just like go for it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what you're committing to, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, um,
Nah, I don't want these guys robbing anyone else and
all right. I'm gonna give you the element of surprise for purposes of this.
yeah, I feel like they'd be pretty surprised.
So what you're gonna roll is I want you to roll or I want you to roll a successful accuracy attack.
Okay, I think because the Kanabo is two-handed, right?
Oh, you want to use the Kanabo to hit him?
Well, I don't know. I wanted to like mainly like get out the guy with the shield, like get him out of the way, and then like use the shield to block the arrow so that I wouldn't get like pierced with an arrow. um, but because I think the guy with the bow was too far away to hit, right?
Yeah, without some kind of ranged weapon, yeah, he's too far.
Yeah. So like that was kind of my plan, and then I might like end up switching to my Kanabo once I like get the once I block the arrow. But
All right.
now, yeah.
Get me a successful what kind of attack are we doing?
Are you doing accuracy or fighting or strength? I have a might focus. Does my courage, willpower focus help?
No, what you'll do is you'll make an accuracy check to make
Okay.
a successful attack. And if you
Okay.
do that, then it will be a contested strength roll to try and wrestle the shield away from him.
Okay. 3d6.
So your target number is going to be 13. That's his defense.
Okay. Fuck.
So yes, as you reach out to try and grab this shield, he jerks it back a little bit faster than you thought he might be able to. In which case, you guys are now in initiative.
Great. Do you need me to roll for that again?
Yes, I'm going to have these guys go after you and your companion. So
Okay.
it is 3d6.
Is it plus dex?
It's 3d6 plus your perception modifier.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's an
How was I
11.
supposed to roll a 13? That's hard.
That's not hard.
Seems hard.
It seems hard, but it's not hard. I promise you.
Ugh, okay.
Ow, Alice is really bad at this.
Yeah, she sucks. God. Can't believe Alice is gonna get us killed.
Alice is going to go after the bandits because that was just such a poor roll. So you get to go first.
Cool. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna, at this point, I'm going to, obviously, I couldn't wrestle the shield from that guy. Like, I missed that move. So I think I'm just gonna try and take out the Kanaba and hit people with it.
Okay, so that is going to be a fighting check for you.
Cool.
That's a +3.
And I don't think I have the damage for that.
A Kanabo deals. I'll tell you in just a second here.
I have a +3 to my attack roll because that's my modifier for fighting, right?
Yeah. Your Kanabo does. It does 2d6 +3 in damage plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so +3.
So it'd be 2d6 +6.
Yeah, cool.
That fucker hurts a lot.
Yeah. And so I have a +3 because that's my strength modifier for this attack, or my fighting modifier for this attack roll.
Yep.
So that's just a +3 to hit, right? So there's
it's 3d6, and then you just add 3 to whatever the result is.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, fuck, I almost just did this in like my group chat for my school. That's not what I want. I don't want my friends to be like, "Why are you trying to roll dice?" I mean, they know, but
It's gonna be like they don't know.
yeah, I'm a closet nerd. That's why I'm running D&D for them. Okay. Hell yeah.
That's a nice little hit there. Go ahead and roll your damage.
2d6
+6.
plus 6 feels good.
That's 12.
Pretty good.
That is definitely good. Where the hell is my pen?
Oh, I had coffee. I forgot. It's cold, but still good.
Okay, so let's see here. This dude's got an armor rating of 3, so that's 9 damage. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, he's you hit him hard enough, he was just like fuck. And he's not happy at all.
Yeah, this thing's nasty. The Terra does that after he gets whacked.
Okay, so he now has an attack, and he is going to attempt to attack you. Let me just make sure. Let's see here. You're not wearing any armor.
Yeah, but I have my unarmed defense, so I don't. Let me try and. Okay, when not wearing armor, I use my Constitution,
As
Stamina,
your
Focus as my armor rating. So I have a +3 as my Constitution. I also have the Stamina Focus. Does that
That's
do anything?
5. You have an armor of 5.
Okay.
Your defense
hmm
is 10 plus your dexterity, so you have a defense of 12.
Okay, cool.
I notice that wasn't put down on your sheet.
Cool.
And what is this fucker rocking here? His long sword. Ugh. 6 plus 4. 16?
To hit me?
Yep.
Yeah, my defense is 12.
Alright, so it is going to be 2d6 plus 1.
Rude.
So he does no damage to you. His first attack hits, but your body training, just the blow glances off of you, barely leaves a mark. All right. Next up is Pikeman number 1. And he is going to attack Alice.
Fuck.
A 14, which I believe for her is definitely a hit.
Alice, stand back.
Yeah, that's a hit on her. So that is going to be 1d6 plus 2. She takes 7. Yeah, no armor. Ooh, ouch.
She doesn't have any armor?
She's a mage.
Damn. Why is she in this close combat?
All right, it is now the turn of Pikeman number 2, and he is going to attack you.
Thank God. I definitely would have. Yeah, I know I'm the much closer target and also more in everyone's face. Like I'm like if Alice hasn't started to back away already, like that is my instruction to her.
When we come around on her turn, you can shout to her, but
Okay.
17 hits.
Yep.
Okay. So he is going to roll for damage. 1d6 plus 2. That's also no damage to you.
Nice.
And the bowman is going to attack you with a bow shot.
Cool.
13 hit.
13. Yeah, it hits. I have 12 defense.
Okay. So then what we want is I need this because he's stunted with 4 stunt points.
Yike. Oh, right. I forgot if you roll a 6, right?
You know, if you roll doubles, your third dice is your stunt, or is the number of stunt points you have.
Ah, okay.
So what he is going to do, this bow shot, is actually going to knock you 4 yards away from Alice,
God.
and then it is going to knock you onto the ground.
Fuck. All right.
So you are now knocked prone, which takes a major action to get back to your feet.
Okay.
So now it is the turn of Alice.
Okay. Did I take any damage from that?
Oh shit! Right, damage. I'm sorry. That's 1d6 plus 2. We're probably not going to take any damage here.
Yeah, unlikely.
Oh, okay, you take 3 damage.
Nice.
So as the shot hits you, I mean, it hits you square in the chest, going through like your traveling garb, and it actually hits you with enough force that you lose your balance and stumble backwards away from where Alice was.
Yep.
And you hit the ground, sort of tumbling over, finding a little bit harder to breathe with this arrow stuck in your chest. Holy shit, that hurts.
Yeah, that is a ouchie. Oh man, usually I could avoid arrows like this. Dude, cool. Is there a mechanic in this, like in D&D, where you can like catch missiles? If there isn't, there should be.
There are later down the line.
Okay. Is it still? Are there 4 of them? Does it get another go?
Alice is going to try and she's going to try and attack the
Okay,
bowman.
as from the ground, like in pain, I'm like, Alice, attack and move away.
So
I'm
what you're
just
going to see is for the first time you see Alice in any kind of combat capacity where she actually takes a stand against something, and you
yeah.
notice that the second that you were hit, her eyes immediately locked on this bowman.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to roll her arcane blast,
Bless her.
and I think she hits. Oh yeah, she does.
Ooh, I might have to go and grab my charger real fast.
Okay.
Because my computer is looking rough. But I can probably finish this combat first. Let's see. Okay.
So yeah, that's 9. So yeah. Bowman takes 6 damage. He's also looking rough as you watch this sort of leaf green bolt of energy fly from the end of her staff as she twirls
Ooh.
it once over her head and then grabs it with both hands on the way down and points the end of it towards this guy, and just a bolt comes flying out and hits the Bowman square in the chest. And then you watch the energy sort of roll over him and leave behind like a scorched sort of divot in his armor.
Damn. Nice shot, Alice. I say from the ground.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
And can I still, is that like my movement or my action? Like, what else can I do? Can I like move and attack still, or can I not attack because I was prone?
I am going to tell you exactly what you can and can't do.
Okay.
The good DM. Just see here. Once my computer decides it wants to actually work with me here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Okay, if you need a minute, I can also go and grab my charger real fast.
Yeah, go grab your charger real quick.
Okay, I will be back. It is next door. I left my friend's apartment, so. Okay, I have returned.
Okay. So, you can attack when you are getting up from a prone position if anybody is in your immediate attack range. But you've been knocked back by about 4 yards.
All right.
So you can get up to your feet, and if you want to hold your action, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and hold my action until someone comes close, or I guess comes into my range.
Okay. Well, the guy with the sword and the shield is going to come at you.
Cool. Then I will definitely attack him.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and roll your attack first. Since you had the held action, you have discretion.
Cool. Is that with fighting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's +3.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Love that. Love that great roll.
Let's see. He did 9 to him before.
I did fifth. No, I did more than that, didn't I? Didn't I do?
You got a yeah. You did uh 12, but he has an armor rating of 3. So you did 9 to
Oh,
him
okay.
before,
Yeah.
and now you're doing 6 to him now. So tell me, how do you want to do this?
Okay, yeah. So I'm kind of pissed at this point. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I mean, I'm probably just gonna go and just whack him on it like with the on the head, like with the Canova and just like completely just it's probably gonna crush his skull and I'm probably gonna feel bad about it.
Well, you bring the Kanabo down on top of this guy's head, and there's definitely that skull crunching crack.
Oh, Terra flinches.
And then you hear something in the back of your head as you hear oh, that's nice. As you feel the Kanabo in your hand start to vibrate slightly, and a red aura sort of sweeps out over the victim underneath your Kanabo and then pulls something sort of like a palish white out of it as he expires.
Can other people see it or is it just me?
They're a little bit too focused on other things. But they can't see the red aura.
Okay.
But what they can see is you crushing their friend.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just look back up at them and just I'd run.
Go ahead and make me a. They'll take a pause for a moment after they see you crush this guy. Go ahead and make me a.
I make like an intimidation check of some
Yeah,
kind.
yeah. Make me a strength intimidation.
Okay. Does my might focus help?
No.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so there's 2 ways you can intimidate people. One is through communication, where you just kind of like bully brow them, and try and cow them with like threat. The other way is through strength, where after you perform a feat of strength,
Yeah, that's what I figure is more appropriate.
so it's going to be your
Yeah.
strength modifier,
Okay, cool. Plus
and I will roll their willpower.
cool.
Let's see here,
Does
willpower.
the double count if it's like the last one?
Yeah,
So
you have 5 stunt points.
cool.
Um,
What can I do? I should probably pull up the stunts. Um, is this a combat stunt or a role playing stunt?
um,
Like, can I scare them and knock them prone? Like, if they don't run away? Like,
it's technically, I'm going to say that,
I mean, it's an intimidation action, so it could kind of be either.
yeah, you're going to you can use threaten,
Okay.
and you could do threaten and taunt.
Okay. Sure.
So go ahead and roll well, you already did your strength intimidation.
If they don't leave, then I guess I'll do those because like those are all like would prolong the combat.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I'm going to roll their willpower,
Do it.
and they don't have the courage modifier, so.
Weak ass bitches.
Oh, nope. They run. Well, one of them runs. One of the pikemen who's has been injured runs. Let's see about the other pikeman.
Hey, stop bullying people! I yell as they run.
other pikeman runs even faster, and then the bowman. Got slightly better stats. He does not run.
Okay.
And since they've all gone through their turns, he is going to take a shot at. He's going to take a shot.
Probably at me, right? Because he's
Nope,
like.
he's going to shoot at Alice because he can see that you. He's going to try and shoot Alice because Alice damaged him on the last attack.
Great. Okay.
That's an 11. That actually might not be a hit. That is not a hit.
Yeah.
The arrow flies wide. It's now your turn.
Great. Well, feeling kind of awful about crushing that guy's skull, I think that I'm gonna put away my weapon for now and just go after him with my fists and just punch him. Just go full fist fight on him.
Okay, that is going to require you to take a move action.
Yeah, definitely gonna move over towards him.
All right. That is going to give him. Well, actually,
attack.
it's Alice's turn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Alice gets to do her thing again.
Hell yeah.
Arcane Blast. She hits. And she does one more damage to the boatman. Now you can move, but he is going. It's going to take up your turn, and you're not going to get quite up to him. I don't think. What is your? Oh, we have lost Olivia. She has crashed. That'll give me a chance to check out the move. What her move speed would be.
Hey, sorry, let me pull up Minicam again.
Okay.
My computer was mad.
It's cool. You actually never left as far as the hangout's concerned.
Really? My computer literally crashed.
Really?
It just made scary noise. My computer's made your PC ran into some problems. And then it had a frowny face.
Aw. Well, okay. So,
restarted. I think it's
yeah. Well, Alice, she managed to hit the guy, but only did 1 point of damage.
good.
Let's see. Your move is your speed in yard, or your speed is your ability to move in yards.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I have to reopen my character sheet because of this crash. Here we go. Okay, so my speed says 11.
Okay, so you can move 11 yards. You're not going to be able to get to him.
Really? I thought I was only like 4 yards away.
You were not 4 yards away from Alice. He was standing further back from the
Oh.
group, if you remember. He was standing about 10 yards back. So you're like
As close as I can get to him.
Yeah, so you're fairly close. But he is going to take another attack.
Okay. Can I hold my... I mean, I guess I can't hold my action until... Is there like an equivalent? Is there like a dodge action in Fantasy Age? Like...
No, it comes down to your defense. What you can do is you have this handy dandy things that you can do. It's called defend.
Yeah.
Where basically you just go into all out defense and you get a +2 bonus to your defense.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of like the dodge action of D&D, because like in D&D you can like take the dodge action and they have disadvantage to hit you. So okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for my action then, because I can't attack him. So
okay. Well, he is going to make another attack. He's going to make it on Alice.
What a dick.
Jesus. That is a 20, and with 6.
Oh god.
So he is going to use the lethal blow and
No.
skirmish stunts on her.
I disagree. Wait, didn't I use my stunts on... Shouldn't I have gotten those stunts?
Yeah, you scared the other guys off, but he passed his willpower, remember?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that is going to be 3d6 +2, and then he's going to knock her further away from you.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This guy's gonna die.
His perception.
You know what? Maybe we will use the Canavo. We'll see.
So she is taking 13 points of damage.
Gosh, I'm so sorry, Alice. I'll kill this guy.
Yeah, he hits Alice square in the chest, and you hear her as she stumbles backwards and falls onto her back.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck what I said about not using my Canavo, because like I am angry and I don't know. Well, how much damage does my stave do? Like I just have like a stick as well.
Your stave does, I'll tell you here in just a minute.
Because like I would just punch him, but my fists only do 1d6, and I'm like, that's not a lot. Although it's magic damage, but still. Let's see.
Your stave doesn't do any kind of magic shit. Stop that. Let's see. You have a quarterstaff. It does 1d6 +1 plus your strength.
Okay. I'm just no. I think she would probably still actually have the Kanao out from the first fight. I don't think she would have from the first blow. So I'm just gonna like close the distance and attack him with that.
Okay, you can move and you can attack.
All right. I don't think it would have really made sense for her to switch weapons mid-fight. You know. Oh yeah. Okay, +3.
That's a
Yeah,
hit.
that should hit. We can roll.
So how do you end this guy?
I'm probably gonna try and like swing, like
Liv? I think she crashed again.
oh hey, what part did you lose me on that one?
She was gonna try and swing, and then that was it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say she was gonna try and like swing and probably have like tried to knock his bow out of his hand, but like just kind of instead it just kind of like carves into his like chest and just yeah. He probably just like falls forward or back, whichever way he would fall.
Well, with 17 points of damage and him only having like what is 7 out of 15 left.
Like it basically just kind of like cuts way deeper than like she meant it to.
You hit him with such force that he actually
Yeah.
goes flying across the road, clear to the other side.
Nice.
And you just like his arm, you hear his ribs break, blood spurts from his mouth, and that
Ooh.
red aura sort of surrounds his body. And as he passes through it, you actually see the full sort of gossamer image of his soul being ripped out of this out of his body as his body just goes cold and pale and hits the other side of the road in a tumble, with limbs going at odd angles.
Mm-hmm.
And that soul is just absorbed directly in that life force is absorbed directly into the Kanabo, and it makes that sound as you do it.
Immediately, I'm gonna like put it back in the. I don't know if I have a sheath or if I just strap it. I'm just gonna strap it back on my back, and um, I'm I want to do stuff with the bodies, but first I'm gonna run over to Alice and like help her and like see how badly she's hurt and like bandage her up pretty much.
Alice is laying there on the ground. There's blood coming out of, like, she's got an arrow stuck directly in the center of her chest.
Oh God. Alice, do you have any like healing magic? Like any magic that can help you with this?
She's currently laying there, gasping for air, her eyes closed.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna just. Can I do some kind of medicine check to help stabilize her?
Yes, you can. It is going to be an intelligence.
Okay.
If you have Jiggery or yeah, Jiggery, then you can stabilize her. If not,
If I
it's
have
just your.
what? If I have what?
You need to just roll your intelligence, and if you have a focus, which I'm pretty sure you don't have,
No, I just have a research focus, but like I wouldn't have researched like medicine probably.
yeah. So yeah, you're just gonna have to make a straight. Uh,
That's not a very good roll.
that's not enough. You don't know what to do other than maybe apply some pressure. But you're not a physician, you're not a doctor, and you're not a healer.
So I'm going to um where are we out of town? Are we in the wilderness right now? Where are we like near somewhere I could get help?
You're about. You're not too far from Norwich. If you ran, you could probably make it there in under an hour.
Um, well, I'm gonna try and like essentially apply pressure, like do the thing where you like, I can't take the arrow out because she'll bleed to death. So I I need to carry her to civilization, I think. I think that's the only thing I can do if I can't stabilize her myself. She's gonna die if I don't bring her somewhere, right? Like that's the state she's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick her up as carefully as I can. I mean, I'm big. um and beefy, so I mean, if I can move her, if I move her, like can is she in movable condition?
She's currently bleeding out. Um, I'm going to say that you have. I'm going to give her just because you put some pressure on it, maybe put some dressing on it that
Yeah.
you prevented her from completely bleeding out. I'm going to
Mhm.
give her about. What is her constitution?
Did any of the bandits leave a horse or anything? Like, did any of them have horses that I could steal? Like,
If they did, probably likely the one that ran off took them with
okay.
him.
All right.
So she's a constitution of 0. She probably has under an hour before she will expire. So yeah, you're gonna have to run, make it to town.
Yeah, so I would lift her as carefully as I can and just like sprint back to civilization, like literally running as fast as I can. I do have the I don't have a
Constitution.
I have a stamina focus.
Okay, so go ahead and make me stamina, a stamina roll, Constitution stamina, and I would like you to hit a target number of 15.
Okay, and like oh, okay. I don't get any like benefits because I'm trying to save her life. Like I'm so inspired.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. And then I have a +5 because of my focus.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, does that work? Because I met it.
That is just enough that you get to the outskirts of Norwich as you are.
Help!
Have,
Help! I'm screaming for whoever. Like I need a medic. I need a medic. I need a medic.
when you get to Norwich, it's fairly quiet. Rain's pouring down. You're soaked.
Mhm.
She's soaked.
I'm just holding.
She's yeah.
I'm just holding her and like trying to keep applying pressure and like looking around for anyone who can help.
Um, she's turned pretty pale, and there's no one out on the streets. There's just sort of the sounds of crows off in the distance,
Is
and
there
sort
like
of
a temple, like any kind of like place like that?
go ahead and roll me your perception.
Fuck. It's doubles
Um,
though.
but not quite enough to. The only thing you notice is that there's like no lights or there's no smoke out of any of the chimneys.
What? Where is everyone?
And
Um,
as you say that, you hear her sort of making these choking gasps as her eyes
hey,
are sort of fluttering.
hey, Alice. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Um, and I'm just gonna like literally, if I can't find anyone, like all of these places look empty. Um, like I already failed my perception check, but I'm like, there's nowhere that looks like there could be any. Like I already looked for temples. There's no like general health. Like I'm assuming all of the like health services would be done through like the different churches in the city or something.
There is a temple
Okay.
that you could go into if you wanted to.
Because I'm just trying to think of anyone that would know medicine that could help her. Does she have any? Did she have a like? Could I have looked to see if those bandits had any like healing potions on them or like healing things?
You kind of left them in a hurry.
I did. Can I see if does she have any health potions on her?
She has some salves and bombs and things like that, but nothing like she doesn't have any actual healing potions themselves.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to a temple and hope that there's someone there. And I want to lay her down somewhere because she's not looking good.
Yeah, she's not looking good at all. Actually, in fact, um, she's extremely pale. She's shivering. Her lips are blue.
Alice, and I'm gonna like shrug out of my. I have a jacket on for the rain, and I'm gonna like wrap her in it as well. It's okay. We'll find someone to help you. We'll find someone to help you.
Her eyes are sort of distant and glossy, and she yeah, she doesn't look so good.
Yeah. Are we in a temple? Is there anyone here?
There's no one to be found. There's traces of what looks to be like some disorder. There's books laying on the floor, scrolls, tapestries which look like they've been burnt and torn. Um,
What is going on in this town? Um, I'm I'm gonna do a quick scan and see if I can find like literally any like I don't know why there would be health potions here, but like I'm looking for them, and if I look and I can't find anything, I'm gonna lay her down on like as comfortable as a surface I can find.
yeah, one of the benches is still
Intact.
yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and roll me your perception test again.
God, this is literally God, not okay. Plus two, I think. Yeah. All right.
14. You look around and you don't see anybody, but you do find like you go off into one of the side rooms and you see sort of like a storage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a closet, and you notice in there that there are some medical supplies, but more
Okay.
importantly, there's a leather-bound book sitting
Uh
with it.
huh. What's in the book?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence research.
Cool. So you get a plus three for your focuses or plus
Plus
two or
two for your
okay.
focuses.
Cool. So it's a plus three then. Okay.
12. You can get some basic ideas of first aid. Um, you might be able to help her a little bit better than you did before.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all the medical supplies, like just as many things as I can bring. Like I probably have like way more than I need, and just kind of place them down and try and figure out how to help her.
Roll me another perception check as you come out of the room. There you go. Um, you notice as you come around, you notice that there is a figure wreathed in shadow standing just behind the pew that she's on, and you can see this big three-fingered hand with sort of greenish skin and long claws.
Well,
Must have like the hints of the light.
I don't have time for this. Literally, st- I'm just gonna approach with the medical supplies and say, "Stay away from us." And just hope that the thing won't interfere right now because like I'm just like hyper focused on trying to prevent her from dying.
Roll your intelligence.
Oh, it's gonna attack. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Or it's here to take her soul. I don't know.
I say that
Oh shit! I didn't look at the picture. God, I hate this fucking Tom Canch. Fuck this shit.
he's sort of like this a big figured thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know this as one of the servants of Morgu. His name is Styx,
Mm-hmm.
and he is in charge of guiding people to the underworld.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
And so as you approach, he looks up at you with a grin. It's time for her to come home.
It's not time yet. And I'm literally just gonna try again to stabilize her, like not like just this is terrifying. So yeah.
You willing to defy the will of the gods?
She's
About
not
time.
she's not gone yet. She's not gone yet.
She cold already, girl. Give
As
her to me.
as we're talking, I'm gonna try and stabilize her. I don't care what this guy says.
He'll look at you, and then he'll reach out. Yeah, go ahead and make me your roll.
Do I get any benefit from reading the book?
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 for reading from the book.
Okay,
Like you
so
literally got like the manual in front of you, and you're like thumbing through it. You're like literally doing
yeah, I've definitely
first
looked at.
aid with the manual, like sitting on the person's stomach.
You have like Wikipedia open, like how to like wiki answers. Um, okay, so is it an intelligence check? What kind of check is it?
Intelligence.
Okay, so oh god, I'm so afraid. Is that enough?
It's not. You're not able to stabilize her. It's short by 1.
The stunt doesn't help.
Not when it's short, unfortunately.
All right.
Um, she begins to let out these really shallow breaths that sort of like wheeze in. It's like a.
Hey, you're gonna be okay. And I'm just like at this point just trying to comfort her and make her comfortable and like stand so she can't. I don't know if she can see the freaking Kench, but I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Sticks. His name is Sticks.
Okay, Sticks. I'm trying to like essentially like make it so she can't see him. I don't know if she could see him, but I'm trying to stand in front of her so she can't see that. And just like um I'm just gonna start like maybe I don't know, like singing like literally just doing anything to distract her from this and kind of just like putting a hand on her face and just kind of like comfort, like stroking her face and just trying to make her as comfortable as she can.
Roll me your perception one more time.
Okay.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You hear footsteps at
Yeah.
the head of the temple, or at the entrance of the temple,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a woman a little bit shorter than you are, maybe about 5 feet, 5'7" or so. She's got humanistic features, though her ears are a little bit elongated slightly, and her
Mm-hmm.
eyes sort of have this glow to them. And she seems fairly surprised to see you. Her hand is on the hilt of her blade as she sort of makes her way up.
I'm like t- like in tears at this point. By the way, like I am like Terra is like has been crying and is still like is probably has bare like she's heard her and like kind of turned, but she's still very focused on is Alice still alive at this point? Like is she still dying?
She's breathing her last.
Yeah, because she's basically just like still leaning over Alice and saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You were incredible in that fight. You saved my life. Like literally just telling her whatever she can.
This woman comes up and she puts a hand on your shoulder to almost kind of push you out of the way. And she'll crouch down. Do you try to stop her?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Quiet. She'll reach out and sort of place a hand on the side of Alice's neck before she gets up and looks at you.
Can you?
Keep her warm.
Okay. And I mean, I don't have anything else at this point, but I'm just gonna start maybe I already gave her my jacket, but I'm gonna kind of just stay by her, and if I can find anything in the room to use as a blanket, I'll do that as well.
There's a tapestry.
Yeah, I'll grab that and use it as a blanket for her.
And as she's laying there and she's making now sort of gurgling noises, the woman runs out and comes back in about 2 minutes later, flanked by someone else who resembles her slightly.
Can you help her? Can you help my friend?
She'll just kind of push you out of the way. Stand back, child. And she'll reach out with a hand and she'll place it on Alice's chest. And there's a soft glow that comes out of her, sort of that it envelops her. You almost notice that a halo of light sort of emanates down from the rafters of the broken ceiling.
Wow.
Onto her and Alice. And then the light goes dim and she steps away.
How does Alice look?
Peaceful.
Like no longer gurgling for breath, as in she's healthier, or as in she's dead?
You can go up if you want.
Yeah, I
am. She's still, and her chest is not moving. And then she makes a small sound as she takes a breath in. Liv? Olivia? We've lost her again. Oh, Olivia. Oh. We've had another computer crash.
Okay.
There we go.
Sorry, I think I might need to update my computer or something after this, but because it crashes sometimes, but not usually this much. So I left when I went up to her.
Oh wow, okay.
That's when I left. So
yeah. So she's laying there, still. Her chest is not rising, and she then makes a sound as she takes a breath in.
Alice.
And as this goes on, you hear the sound of horses outside as several more people clad in dark armor, like this dark bronzium armor, sort of make their way in.
Okay, and at this point, knowing Alice is okay, I'm gonna actually fully give them my attention now. Thank you.
Don't thank us yet. She's not out of the woods.
Who are you?
I am Lucretia Caligari. This is my daughter, Moira. And she'll gesture to the dark-haired woman.
Lucretia and... Wait, what was her last name?
Caligari. Caligari.
Yeah, and Moira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Didn't expect to find anyone alive here.
Yeah, you barely did. So what happened at this town? I was here a few hours ago and it seemed fine, and I ran back for this emergency, and everyone is gone. Was the town raided, or?
Town has been cursed by a god of death.
What does that mean exactly?
You notice as the rest of the men get the horse, they've literally brought the horses into like this temple.
Mm-hmm.
They shut the doors and they begin to bar it.
What?
The dead do not rest easy here. It's good that we got to your friend before she too died here.
Did that just like suddenly happen? Like, I feel like I was here a few hours ago and everything seemed fine.
Now, Norwich was the town that you were going towards.
Oh, this is a different town.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, weren't we just here? Okay. Okay, well then scratch that. What the so the dead are coming back here?
Yes. There's been a number of them that we have tried to destroy, but as we got closer to the castle, we found that they were there. Many of the rest of the inhabitants of this town. And this was the point that we were falling back to make our stand. We've lost already a dozen good men and women.
Oh. So you're being overwhelmed?
Overrun. We managed to hold them back and bar the gates, but we cannot leave this town without purging them. If they aren't stopped here, they'll continue to spread.
How many are left?
One of the other soldiers comes. He takes his helmet off, sort of shakes out his hair, kind of pours water out of the sort of like the divots in his helmet. Probably close to 200, maybe more.
200? How many people do you have?
You look around, you see 17 in total.
God. Well, they're not probably all together though, so you could pick them off, maybe. It's a hopeful thought.
They weren't before, but once we engaged them, they swarmed our number. Now they're all unified in one horde, making their way down the road from the castle.
Can we set a trap? Can we like set a like I don't know, set a trap where they'll fall into it, or isolate them into an area, lead them to an area, and then like set them all on fire. That might be easier than just fighting them in a horde where they have the advantage.
We're going to draw them into here. It's unfortunate you find yourselves in here.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
You look like a fairly capable fighter.
Yeah. The last fight I just got into nearly got my friend killed, though, so not sure if I really won that fight. Well, I don't want to get overrun by zombies, so I'll help. Is there anywhere safe that I can in here that I can Alice can hide? I don't want her getting hurt again.
She'll need time to recover before she can get back to her feet.
Yeah,
You could
but
probably hide her in one of the side rooms, but I doubt that it would keep her safe from them. And with her unable to defend herself, they'd tear her apart before she ever woke.
yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
best to end it now.
Well, you guys kind of just. I don't have great luck today. Yeah, let's. I'll help you fight your zombies or whatever. Not that we really have a choice, but let's see here.
As you do that, she begins to call out orders in a language you don't understand or recognize. And these individuals, they begin to move, and they begin to tear down tapestries and knock over religious idols.
Okay.
Taking down iconography and whatnot. And they start taking benches and whatnot and making makeshift battlements and what they can.
Would I have any like knowledge or like in my research or reading have come across any information on like what possibly could have done this to people, like any kind of like effective fighting techniques against the like an undead creature, or like any kind of like knowledge that I would know from that? Like,
Well, I'll give you a gimme that undead creatures take double damage from fire and holy
okay.
sources.
Okay.
But go ahead and roll me a intelligence check, and give me. It's going to be a target number of 18.
Oh God. Okay. Does my research help on this?
Negative.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, then I need a max roll pretty much. So, yeah, that did not help.
Yeah, you don't know of anything that could have caused this curse. Nothing in your
Okay.
nothing in your studies as of yet. Maybe if you had some materials in front of you to look through, maybe.
Okay.
What they begin to do is they begin to make a sort of a ring using the pillars as like supports to take anything that's wooden, altars, benches, pews, desks, bookshelves,
Okay.
sort of barricading themselves in a la like Les Miserables style. Moira will pick up Alice and carry her into the center of this and set her down on like a pile of tapestries.
Okay.
And then cover her with one to keep her warm. It will be some time before they get here. Who are you exactly?
The name's Terra. And I'm gonna like reach a hand out to shake her hand.
She'll pull the armored glove off of her hand to shake yours.
Yeah, like a good firm handshake moment. Like
you notice that her fingertips have slight claws on the end of her nails.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Terra.
Yep.
And what is your profession, Terra? You don't look like a knight, or a brigand, or a thief.
Well, I guess I'm a freelancer right now, you'd say. I mean, I'm traveling with a friend. We're heading to the monster. What was that festival called? The monster.
Monster Harvest.
We're headed to the monster harvest.
Waiterin.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Not often that I see Oni in my travels.
I just kind of end up all over the place.
She'll nod. I wish I could give you better news and say that you have a stellar chance of making it to your harvest, but I don't. I don't know. And gods forsook this place some time ago.
Yeah, how did you end up getting stuck fighting here?
We fight in service of people. She'll kind of say with sort of a bit more of a sneer than perhaps she means to. Anywhere where the gods abandon their own.
How did this place get so corrupted with the land, I guess? I mean, it must be a curse on the land doing this or something.
A group of magi attempted to unlock deeper secrets of necromancy. And in doing so, they drew the ire of the local Moragoo flock. As death-sworn women came to this place and cursed it with an entropic curse. And now all live in a state of undeath.
So, is it just in the perimeters of this town? Like, if would it spread? Could it spread?
I'm not sure if the curse is the kind that spreads to those that have been slaughtered by the undead themselves. I would assume that with the entirety of the town, that is a plausible theory.
Let's hope it can't be spread.
And as you say that, the door begins to buckle inwards.
All right. Let's do this thing, I guess. I guess is the strategy like they come in one at a time and then we have to we take them out that way. What's your game plan?
They're going to pour through those doors. She
Mm.
says as she leads you inside the battlements as they seal the circle. And one of the people who's not dressed in armor holds out his hand with a coin hanging from like a leather cord.
Mm-hmm.
As the coin sort of comes to life with sort of like an orange glow, the pews begin to light, or the wooden battlements begin to light on fire.
Whoa, cool.
And what was your question again, out of character?
I was asking her game plan for the fight.
When they begin to pour in, we'll try and take as many of them that get through this fire, she says as she puts her helmet back on.
Sounds
And
good.
they begin to draw their weapons. When she draws out hers, she draws out a shield off of her back, which is basically like this dark iron with golden inlay, but the blade that she pulls out from her hip looks to be made almost out of like a golden metal.
Mm-hmm.
And as she looks at it, she whispers a few words to it, and a sort of a jewel in the center, this white jewel, almost like a large diamond, brightens to a brilliant luster, and the blade itself glows with like this white aura. And she takes the edge of her shield and she slams it against one of the pillars, which gets everyone's attention. We stand for those who cannot stand for themselves. And they take their pikes and their swords and whatnot, and they crash them against the ground. We stand in defiance of the gods who forsake us, and they do the same. Who are we? And as she says that, they all shout out in unison, we are the Forsaken banner. And as they say that, the doors fly open, and the sound of the undead crawling and screeching as they run towards the battlements, jump in, and they leap. Most of them are getting, a good number of them are catching fire almost immediately. And as they begin to jump over the ones that are on fire, they either fall to dust or only make it a few feet. But others begin to get through. Some of them not only singed, and two of them come running up towards you, snarling and growling.
Yeah, I have my Canova out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, because it does piercing damage. So I feel like it doesn't do magic damage too, or is it just piercing damage?
Just piercing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and whack like do a swing at them with that.
Okay. You got two of them on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and just knock them away with it, I guess. Then I don't know. I mean, are they close? Like,
oh yeah, they're definitely close.
Pretty big weapon. I feel like I could kind of like knock one into the other. You know, we'll see.
You got some stun points on that. You could probably do.
Yeah, cool.
That is a hit.
Cool. And that is okay. 2d6 plus 6. Oh fuck! Wait, just okay. So it's plus 6. So it's 16.
So 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of them takes 16, which hurts a lot.
It's not dead?
Nope.
What the fuck?
You knocked out more than half of its health, though. Good bit more, actually.
It has so much health. It's a zombie.
They have 25 health.
That's a lot of health for a zombie.
No, it's not. That's a minor threat. It is going to try and attack you with. One of them is going to try to attack you with a bite attack. The other one is going to try to attack with a brawl, or with a claw attack.
Okay.
So the first one has a 14 with 4 stunt points.
Well, yeah, that hits me.
Okay. So its attack does 1d6 plus 2. It's a bite. And you have a con modifier or an armor of 5, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does it have available on its stunts? It is going to use the Mighty Blow and Pierce Armor
Great.
stunts.
But I don't have armor. I just have my unarmored defense. I'm just like buff.
So it's going to be able to pierce through that. It's essentially just going to have that armor. So you'll take 2 out of this damage roll. So that's 5 damage from it. And then the second one is going to attack with its claws. That's 13. Does that hit? Ah. Butts. We've lost her again. Welcome back.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, I really need to probably update this computer. That's probably why it's doing that. But hopefully we can finish this and it will
Yep.
be good. Because I'm also getting hungry. Okay.
So you took 5 damage.
Cool.
So that
Sucks.
comes down to 3.
Oh, okay. I thought they didn't do armor piercing.
No, it had a stunt which it used Pierce Armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it halves your armor rounded down. So that would reduce your armor to 2.
Okay.
For the purposes of that damage. And then what's your defense?
12.
Okay, so the second one hits.
Wait, so how much damage did it do?
It did 2 damage.
Okay.
And it's going to claw, which is also 1d6. That is going to be 3 more damage total.
All right.
And it is now your turn again.
Cool. Well, I'm going to hit the one that was already hurt. So... Hey, that's a stunt. That's 5 stunt points.
That's definitely a hit.
Yay. Okay.
You want to do lethal blow? Or do you want to do, let's see, what can you do?
Well, no, it'll probably already die.
Well, you could do Mighty Blow, which does an extra d6.
Okay.
And then you could do Lightning Attack, which you could do another, or you could attack the other one.
I'm going to do that, yeah. So I'm going to do lightning attack. And I can do both of them, right? Because I have 5 step points.
Pardon?
I can do both of them, right? Because I have
Yes.
enough step points. Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage first on the attack for...
Yeah, so it does an extra d6, right?
Yes.
So 3d6 plus 6.
Yeah, it's totally dead.
Cool.
You hit that other one, you hit it so hard, you knock it back into the flame, and it doesn't even wriggle when it hits.
Hell yeah.
It just cooks. And then you can roll the other one.
Okay.
That's 13. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. There's a 14 on that one.
Mhm.
So yeah, you hit it hard, and it is going to attempt to... It's its turn now.
Yep.
Attempt to attack you again.
Cool.
That's an 11. Does that hit?
Nope. My defense is 12.
So yeah, as this thing comes in again, you sort of parry it with your kanabo,
Okay.
preventing it from hitting you, and it is your turn again.
Cool. We gonna fucking kill this thing. Fuck. Or not.
That's literally just their defense is an 8.
Damn. Well, I miss.
Yep. And I'm gonna roll. Evens or odds?
Evens.
3 more zombies are going to jump down over the ramparts in front of you.
Can I try and like push him back into the fire?
Yeah, you know what? Give me a strength might check.
Cool. I like that. And I have a specialty in might, so we're gonna do, so that's a plus 5. Yay! Yep, 18.
All right, well, let's see how much damage this does to them. It's going to do 16 damage to the 4 of them. The one that you hit before, it burns up and falls to pieces, but the other 3 are still very much alive.
Okay.
And they are going to make an attack on you.
Okay.
And misses.
Mm-hmm.
12 hits.
Yeah, I have a 12, so if it's high hits, then yeah.
Luckily, no doubles on that one, so no piercing attack. That's 3. I don't think that gets through your armor.
Nope. Got a 5.
One more. As a 9.
Yeah, that misses.
So very ineffectual undead. I'm going to roll...
So none of them did damage?
No, none of them do.
Nice.
And they all take another 15. They burn.
Hell yeah.
And they collapse to the ground. You have a little bit of a break in the action to take a look around you if you like.
Yeah, I am going to... Yeah, can I just take a general, do a general look around and see if there's any, like, can I make another line of fire, like another area of, like, that I can use to, like, set a second row of that shit? Like, can I do a perception check or?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check if you like. Pretty much, that's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much all of the like usable materials that you could have used.
They already used.
Yeah, they've already used. There's a lot of books burning, a lot of parchment burning.
Ooh, that is painful.
Yeah, but um, but what you do see is when you look around, you see that you see Lucretia. She has like four of them that are like on her shield,
Yay, does
and
she need a hand?
she just shoves them back
Okay.
without much effort
Okay.
into the fire, and then she brings her blade down on another one, which cuts it cleanly in half. Um,
Damn.
you notice that Moira has a blade, a short sword in each hand, and she is sort of spinning through them in sort of like this attack dance.
Cool.
Um, you notice that some of the other men and women in her group, they're faring pretty well. But you notice that out of the 17, you notice that four of them are being overwhelmed by six or more of these undead.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's anything in the room that I can use as like kind of the same strategy that Lucretia did with like using a shield or like something like that as kind of a wall in between ourselves to like shove them into the fire. Like if I could like shove any of the ones that are on like overwhelming the guys into the fire, that would be cool.
Um. Okay, I'm gonna roll one more d2.
Okay.
Even for odds.
Odds.
Okay, so yeah. Um, none of them jump down and interfere with you. You could pick up a flaming piece of wood, but you will take 2d6 of fire damage.
Why would I pick up a flaming piece of wood?
That's all that's really left around you, aside from like your own equipment and Alice. You want to pick her up and use her as a.
Okay, well we don't want to get smart about it. Um I mean, I just shoved those other guys in the fire without a shield, so maybe I'll just do that. I
You
guess.
kind of like braced your Kanabo against them, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just do that.
Then you gonna want to run up on like one of the people that has like six on them.
Yeah, definitely. Try
Okay.
and save one of those guys.
Okay. So roll me. Go ahead and roll me your strength might again. I'm gonna roll to see how lucky this guy is. 16. Yeah, you knock a fair number of them off into the fire. Um, and he is still alive, though he's very injured.
Okay.
Those zombies that you knocked off, are taking 13 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Make me another perception check. So essentially, you hear the sound of that undead sound of them when they hit the ground.
Hmm.
Like when they jump over the battlements. Um, you hear it sort of off to your right, and you can see fire sort of out of the corner of your eye, and you see one of them. It's big and it's bulky. It's on fire, but it doesn't seem to be too deterred at the moment. But it's looking down at Alice.
Yeah, that's a no for me. I'm putting myself in between that shit.
Okay. Um, go ahead.
I would run over there at full speed.
So would you like to do a charge attack?
Sure. Hello.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that shit.
all right. So a charge attack is a fun little mechanic here, and I'll tell you exactly how to do it.
Okay.
All right. A charge, move up to half your speed, rounded down, which you'll be fine. And you may
Oh,
attack
that's nice.
an adjacent enemy with a +1 on your attack roll.
Sorry, what was it, Vinny?
When you attack, you gain when you do a charge,
Hmm.
you have a +1 on your attack roll.
Okay. Cool. So
Just to let you know, this guy is a little bit more beefy.
okay. So it's 3d6 and I have a +1, so I have a +4. Okay.
And as a 12, that is just a hit.
Great. Okay.
Takes 10 points of damage. I'm going to roll the fire damage it's currently taking.
Cool.
Whoops. Four, 6, 18. And now it is going to attack you.
All right.
It's got claws. Hmm. 17 hit.
Yes.
Okay. And it has a 1d6 plus 6. It does 10 points of damage.
With my armor?
No, not including your armor. So
So
it'd be a
5
total.
points.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, that's better.
And it is your turn again.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna whack it again with my Kanabo. And okay. Ooh. That has some stunt points in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do lethal blow.
Kind of figured. And what else would you like to do? Would you like to skirmish it into the fire?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
So it's 46. 46 plus 6.
Jesus. It's not looking so hot.
Mm-hmm.
You would like to skirmish it?
Yeah, I would. I would really like to skirmish it into the fire.
Another 13. So that's 50. So that's 62. It's looking really, really ragged.
Hell yeah.
And it is going to attack you again.
Mm-hmm.
Has a 17 again.
Mm-hmm.
D6 plus 6. That's another 10 damage, so 5 more damage to you.
All right. Thank good for my armor.
How you doing on health?
I have 28 health.
Left?
Yeah.
So yeah, this thing has hit you several times pretty hard. What was your total health?
Well, I to be fair, I had taken a couple. But I had like 4 health less than my max because of the last combat.
Mm-hmm.
But my max health is 47, and I'm at 28. So
Yeah. So this fight has chiseled away at you.
yeah,
The one
definitely.
before didn't do really all that much. Left you a little bit bloody. But this
I
one,
mean, mentally,
yeah, mentally.
it fucked me up, but
this one has left you kind of clawed up.
Mhm.
You're bleeding and whatnot. You're starting to feel a little bit haggard.
Mhm.
You're sweaty, of course, like drenched in sweat now
Oh yeah,
because of
of
the
course.
fire around you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is your go.
Okay, let's fucking finish this thing. Fuck. Or not.
That is not enough to hit it.
Did not think so. Is it still in the fire?
It is going to move out of the fire.
Okay.
It's going to take a shot at you again,
Okay.
but it's not going after Alice.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of the goal.
16 hits.
Yeah.
That's 11 more points.
Okay. Is that 6 or 5?
That'd be 6 total.
All right, 6. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, okay, that's not troublesome at all. Okay. Let's try and knock this thing back into the fire from whence it came.
Get that skirmish going. Get those doubles.
God,
Oh,
that's a terrible roll.
that sort of that conditioning and that wear and tear on your body is really
Yeah,
starting
I'm
to.
assuming I'm swinging and it's just not finding contact at all.
Yeah.
It's hard because I'm used to fighting like not dead things. So.
So yeah, this thing is like you're like huffing and puffing each. Your arms are burning. You've pushed them to the max of your capability, and that is
That's a nasty roll.
that is a nasty roll. Okay, so that is going to be. It is going to use Mighty Blow and Pierce Armor.
Okay.
6. So your armor is considered 2 at the moment. And that is 12
So is
points of
that 10?
damage.
So
That's
is that
10. Yeah.
that is rough. I'm at 12 health right now.
So yeah, this thing bites down into your shoulder
Ah.
and takes a sizable chunk of flesh out. Like your collarbone is exposed now, and blood is just now pouring out of your over
Okay.
across like your
I'm
leathers.
gonna. It looks rough, right? Like it looks like
It's
not.
it's not happy.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and like using the Kanabo like I did before. Like instead of like just like attacking, I'm gonna go ahead and try and just like use all my force to like push him back into the fire.
Okay, so you want to do for this one, you're going to have to make a contested strength roll.
Okay. Is it might?
Yeah. I'll let you know that this thing has might as well.
Yeah, I think that it's better than I missed a ton, so I don't know.
Jesus Christ. It's a monster.
Oh fuck. What?
Yeah, it resists your push.
Oh, I did such a good roll though, Vinny. I'm so mad. Okay. Well, then I'll just chill because I mean I'm gonna attack it next turn, but
Yeah, like you guys both have like equal stunt points.
yeah.
So it is going to attack you again.
Okay.
13 hits, but no stunt points. Lucky for you.
Thank God.
And that is
God,
12.
Vinny.
So
Trying to kill me?
no, but that's 7 points of damage.
Wait, isn't it less? Because it's
Well, it's 12, and then, or sorry, 12 minus
yeah.
5 is 12 minus 5 is 7.
God, I hate it. Okay.
What's your health at right now?
5.
Okay. So Terra, as you were sitting there valiantly trying to defend, valiantly trying to defend your friend Alice. Go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna roll 1d2, high, or even or odd.
Odds.
Nothing special happens.
Great. Well, how busy does everyone look?
Yeah, probably the force that's attacking you has been reduced by half. So there's about 100 zombies. Not all of them are in there, but everyone looks like they've got multiple zombies on their hands. About out of the 17, their number has been reduced down to about 8. So they've lost a little over half of their number.
Cool. So we are going to I mean, I can't really do anything but continue to fight this guy even though I'm about to die because there's not really anything else I can do.
You're really close to killing this thing.
I know. I'm gonna just take another hit at it.
Okay, no swipe. Do you thing.
Cool.
That's one shy from being able to hit it.
I know, Vinny. Mad. Does my courage willpower help me in any way?
I mean, to keep from, if you feel like there's a possibility she might dip out and run,
No,
then yeah, I could have you roll that, but
no, I don't think that would help. I don't think she would run.
I don't think so either. Oh.
Why are you trying to kill me, Vinny?
I'm not. I'm really not.
God, if you kill me while I'm like starving to death right now, I'll be mad. I'll get hangry.
Hangry.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna use Mighty Blow or Lethal Blow, and it is gonna try and skirmish you away from Alice.
Cool. I'll probably go unconscious, so
That is a grand total of 14.
did I go unconscious?
What's your current health at 5?
Yeah.
5 out of 14 is 9. Yeah.
Cool.
It
Yeah.
it hits you and bites you again, and it's just more than your body can bear, and you begin to stumble down.
Cool.
Roll me. Let you roll willpower to see if you can throw your body over Alice.
Does my courage help?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you courage on this one.
Okay. That seems like a pretty courageous act.
Yeah.
Okay, so +2 +2, so +4.
Nice. So with a 15, yeah, you throw your body down on top of Alice, and you feel as this thing literally just falls down onto you and starts biting into your back.
Great.
Tearing past cloth and tearing out chunks of flesh.
Ah, yikes.
And as darkness starts to creep into the edges of your eyes, you start to go out as you hear the voice from that Kanavo saying, "We're not done yet. We're not." You lose all sense of that voice, and you feel warmth as you watch as Lucretia throws her hand up into the air, and she shouts out a word in a language you can only assume is the antithesis of the infernal language.
Mm.
And there's a sudden burst of light as everything goes black. As you fall into darkness, time passes without. You don't really know what goes on. Seems like you've been drifting for a second, maybe a day, maybe a year. It's not really sure. Your sense of time goes away.
Mm.
But when you wake up, you feel the delicate fingers of an Elvari girl just very gently stroking the side of your head, and you feel sunlight on your face. All right, let me get out of this dreary, rainy situation. And yeah, you feel sunlight, you hear birds chirping, you feel sort of like you hear the sounds of horses around you and sort of the rocking of a carriage underneath you as you're laying in like a straw, like a improvised straw bed.
Yeah, I just opened my eyes.
Terra.
Hey, Alice.
She'll place a palm on your cheek, and you can see that she's tearing up as she sees that you've come awake.
It's good to see you.
She'll nod.
How long was I?
I don't know. They told me. Are you still here? Oh no, I've lost her again.
So how long was I out?
Oh, there we go. Now you're back.
Yeah, I don't know why my computer's being a piece of shit right now. It's never like this. Maybe it just hates Google Hangouts.
That's a very viable theory. She she kind of shrugs. They said I was out for 3 days. Been 2 since I woke up.
Wow. Nice long rest.
We're only a few days right out from Gwendolyn.
Oh, so we're heading there.
Lucretia said that she would drop us off on her way back to the capital.
That's nice of her. I'm a little surprised that everyone survived. Or some of them survived anyway.
Only 4 of them made it.
I'm sorry for getting you into that fight back there. We should have just not with the zombies. We couldn't really help that one, but with the bandits, it wasn't worth your life.
You told me I should stand up for myself.
Yeah.
First time I felt like I could.
Hopefully our next fight will go a little bit better than that one.
She'll nod, and she'll sort of lay down on the straw next to you.
All right. And I kind of place an arm around her, like, like kind of a comforting thing for a minute, and then I'm gonna turn her and just ask, so is Lucretia out there? I'd like to talk to her.
She'll nod, and she'll set back up to try and help you up.
Thanks. And I'm sure I feel like crap.
Actually, your wounds are healed.
Oh wow.
You're maybe a little bit sore, but you're not covered in bandages.
Wow.
You're wearing like a tunic. It's not one of yours. You're just in basic pants and a tunic, which matches their colors.
Okay.
But yeah, because your clothing was pretty much fucked.
Yeah, I bet I have some gnarly scars. I'm gonna go ahead and like, can I just feel like, do I have like some like gnarly scars where the thing bit me in the back?
Um, you can as you start to pull your tunic, like to maybe peel it off, you can feel it catching on or rubbing up against a
Yeah,
pretty extensive series of scars along your back.
yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
It got some pretty good mouthfuls of Terra there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was having a little bit of a Terra misu.
Hate you. I'm done. I'm gone.
But the back of the wagon is open, like it's a covered wagon,
Okay.
but the back of the wagon is open and you can see out.
Wow.
And you see Lucretia. She is riding next to her daughter, and you notice that she has. They both have wrappings on,
Hmm.
and they're both wearing what look to be like protective goggles over their eyes.
Hmm.
But as you sort of poke your head out, she'll sort of kick her heels into the side of the horse to get up just a little bit closer.
Hmm.
And the brave Oni awakens. We were worried that we may have lost you.
Um, not easy to kill. Thanks.
She'll nod. What will you do now?
I mean, probably stick with the plan, head to the festival. Um, try not to get entangled in any more fights with hordes of undead is top on the list. Um, why are you heading to the capital? That's what Alice said.
She'll close her, or she'll kind of like lower her head slightly and smirk.
Yeah.
I want to speak with the Lady of Tyndall. Her and I need to have a conversation.
Well, if you try to kill her, just I never saw you.
I have no quarrel with mortal rulers of any land. I want to speak about the clergy. They
Okay.
should have stopped that from happening.
All right. Thank you for giving us a ride.
You saved some of my men long enough for them to fight a bit longer. We may have all died if not been for you. You protected our flank. That's the least I can do. And I think we lost her again. But I think that's where we'll call it since her computer is being a butt. But thank you everyone for playing, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again real soon.